and welcome back to my channel. So today I have this really beautiful new 30 pan eyeshadow palette from Colourpop. This is their Rock Candy palette and it is just such a beautiful palette. So there are 30 shadows and I love the Colourpop shadows, and their 30 pan palettes are my favorites because you just get so many options, and this one specifically has a bunch of different formulas here, so that is just so versatile and great. So there are a bunch of different finishes. You get metallics, you have mattes, you have pressed glitters in here, so you have a lot of different formulas and finishes, and it's such a beautiful color combo here. You're getting a bunch of neutrals for more on the taupey side as well, but you also get some beautiful browns in there, some matte browns, some gorgeous pressed glitters. This beautiful silver here is so bright. Then you have some gold, you have some multicolor, multi-dimensional glitters as well. And at the top you have all these beautiful champagne-y, pink champagne-y, bronzy metallics. So just a really stunning palette, and I'm so excited to use it today for you guys and try it for the first time. So we will see how the shadows apply. So first I'm actually going to put some under eye setting powder on my under eyes to catch any fallout that we may have, and then I will be back to prime our eyelids with a new Colourpop eyeshadow primer that I have actually never tried before, so I'm super excited to try it out for you guys. Okay, so now to prime my eyelids, I'm gonna go in with this Colourpop Party Proof Eye Primer. So I've never tried this. I've actually always wondered if Colourpop had an eyeshadow primer, and I don't believe they ever had. I think that this is a new product, so I'm really excited to use it. And as you guys can see, it's an all nude little tube here. Then you open it up and there's a little applicator, which is really easy to apply the primer to your eyelids. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and then I'm going to blend it in with my fingertips. Palette itself is so pretty because it has this velvety texture, and it's also some embossing on top. So when you feel it, you feel the embossing on the palette, and it is just so nice. It's so well made, so I love that. Now that we primed our eyelids, I have to figure out which shadows I want to use. I'm not sure what look I'm gonna go for today, but there is just so many beautiful shadows in here. I do want to try out one of these pressed glitters because they're just so pretty. I think the first shade I'm going to use is this one over here. This is almost a khaki brown type of shade. This one here is called Crushed. So I'm going to go in with a fluffy blending brush and place that all in my crease. Shade is super buttery and pigmented. It's actually a little bit more cool toned when you apply it on the lid. In the pan it looks like it has a little bit more yellowness to it, but now that I'm applying it, it's definitely more on the cool tone. It almost has a little bit of a gray brown tone to it. It is really pretty. Okay, so I think I'm going to stick with some more cool tone shades here. So the next shade I'm going to use is this rich dark brown shade here called In the Rough. I'm going to go in with this small pencil brush. This is a Colourpop E27 brush, and I'm going to use that and just place that in the crease area just to deepen it up. Focusing that dark brown shade more towards the outer corner of the eyes. I'm just bringing it kind of halfway towards the inner corner, but focusing it more towards the outer corner to deepen it up. So I'm not really being too precise with the outer corner there because I am going to use some concealer after and just kind of clean up that line. But now I think I want to do a little bit of a cut crease on the inner corner. So I'm going to go in with some concealer and just carve out a cut crease on the inner corner. For the cut crease, I'm going to be using this Colourpop E4 brush with this Bare Minerals concealer. This is their liquid mineral concealer in the shade Light Medium. Kind of just diffusing the concealer on the outer corner, just like patting it with my brush with any leftover product, so there's no harsh line towards the outer corner. It just kind of all blends in. Okay, so I do really want to try out one of those glitters in the palette, but before I use one of the glitters, I'm going to go in with one of these gorgeous metallics. This one over here called Volcanic has caught my eye, so I'm going to go in with this Morphe JH41 brush here and place that all on the lid where we have the cut crease carved out. So I'm just using patting motions, and that metallic shadow is so pigmented. It is like so buttery and stunning. Usually I like to use some sort of primer when I use any metallic or glitters, but I did not use one today, and you really don't need one because it is so pretty. It's like a beautiful rosy champagne shade. And I'm just kind of taking that shade and putting it also on the inner corner and using it as an inner corner highlight as well. So before we go in with a glitter, I'm going to go back in with this Morphe JH33 blending brush, and I'm going to actually take this like peachy rosy shade here in the palette called Sentimental, and I'm going to place that on the outer corner and just add a little bit of like pinkiness to the outer corner of the eye. See, I'm just placing that beautiful rosy pink shade on the middle there. I'm not covering up too much of that beautiful metallic, but I want to kind of showcase like that like matte pink there. I feel like it'll bring out the pinks in the metallic and just kind of really complete the eye look. So going in with that same Morphe JH41 brush, I'm going to go into this beautiful like multicolor glitter in the palette. This one here is called Metamorphic, and it is so pretty because it looks like it has like almost like pinkish cranberry glitters mixed in with gold glitters. So it is so pretty, and I'm just going to place a little bit of that kind of like on top of that like champagne-y rosy metallic shade that we have there, and we will see how that looks. I'm just kind of like lightly patting it onto that champagne shade. I'm not really like building it up because I'm sure you can build this up a lot, but I still want to showcase that champagne shade like peeking through. But I also want to show that there's like some more multi-dimensional glitters throughout, so that is just really pretty and so easy to use. You do not need a primer for these glitters. Wiping away that under eye setting powder and any fallout that we had. I'm just going to take some of that Bare Minerals concealer that we used with that same brush for the cut crease, and I'm just going to kind of clean the outer corner just to have more of like a crisp, clean line. Just want to make sure that you blend in that concealer really nicely. And you can see the difference. It's just a lot cleaner. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I'm going to use this little pencil brush here and go into that shade that we use, that like kind of like peachy rosy shade called Sentimental, and I'm going to buff that out on the lower lash line. rosy shade looks on the under eyes just to keep it a little bit lighter. So now I'm going to go in with some mascara, and I actually have a new one from Colourpop. This is their Level Up Lengthening Mascara. So I'm really excited to use this one over here because I am a fan of the Colourpop mascaras, and this is a new one because I have not seen this one before, so I'm excited to use it and see how my lashes look. Nice. I feel like it really is lengthening my lashes, and I like the fact that the brush is thin so you have more control when you're using it. And that is just one coat and it looks pretty nice. You guys can compare the difference with just one coat. I'm going to put on a lash, so I don't want to use more than one coat because I won't need it. I'm going to pop on a pair of lashes, and then I will be right back to talk about the completed look and my first impressions on the palette. Okay guys, so there is the completed look using that new beautiful palette from Colourpop. I really love the way this look turned out. It's like more like taupey, pinky, champagne-y, with like more of like that cool tone kind of edge to it. So there's just so many beautiful shades to choose from. That is like the theme of the palette, which is like all like these beautiful like taupes and neutrals and like rosy champagne shades. So I love this palette. I think it is so pretty. I can't wait to do more looks using it. The silver glitter here is just so pretty and I keep staring at it. So let me know what you guys think of this palette. Do you guys like the color combo in here? I feel like it's like very neutral and wearable, but you also have some like different like kind of rosy shades in there with like gunmetals and just like a bunch of beautiful neutrals. It's still very versatile and you can do so many looks with this palette, I feel like. So I absolutely love it and I can't wait to use it more. So you will definitely be seeing it a lot more on my channel. So I do have to say that those matte shades that I tried were so beautiful. They were buttery, they were blendable, super pigmented. I feel like the mattes are just like ultra pigmented. There was a little bit of fallout, but I feel like it's pretty consistent with all the other shadows from Colourpop that I've tried. So this one has just like the same amazing quality that you expect from Colourpop. And also that metallic shade there, Volcanic, was just stunning. You guys saw when I applied it, I did not have any primer on it. I just had that concealer and I just feel like it was so beautiful. Like it was just so pigmented and buttery. Even like swatching it, it is just like so nice. So I love those metallics there. I can't wait to use more of them. They give you like a lot of like beautiful champagne-y, pinky shades with some like bronzes. And then these pressed glitters are so amazing. I love using them. I've used the pressed glitters before that have been in the Colourpop palettes and they never disappoint. So that metamorphic shade that I used is so pretty because you get like two different glitters. So you get that multi-dimensional finish, which I love. So nothing but good things to say about this palette. So let me know if you guys like it, if you guys have picked it up, or if you have your eye on it. I definitely recommend it. It gets a thumbs up from me. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.